I be dead serious. Like, I be dead serious.
I was smoking some of O Block's most lethal criminals before I was in prison on a murder charge against FBG Duck. If all of that seems strange to you, just wait until you learn how Lil Durk's violent criminal past has turned him into one of the world's most deadly and terrifying rappers. To find out why Lil Durk is so terrifying to rappers, watch this video through to the end. I assure you that you won't want to miss this. Despite having a troubled criminal past, Lil Durk had an incident in 2013 when he was taken into custody after authorities found 2 loaded firearms in his possession. The rapper was given a 6-month prison sentence for this arrest, which altered his outlook on life. But in February 2019, Lil Durk was involved in a shooting and was arrested by the authorities a few years later. The rapper was charged with attempted murder, assault, involvement in criminal street gang activity, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon months after the shooting. The charges were based on video footage that allegedly showed the rapper driving past the Varsity and firing a gun. A warrant was also issued. In his Instagram post, Lil Durk stated that he intended to notify the authorities, and he even put out a song titled "Turn Myself in which he discussed baseless accusations and claimed he was innocent of the crime he was being charged with. Durk then explained why he had surrendered. After paying a $250,000 fee, the rapper was eventually released on bail, saying, "I have nothing to hide and nothing to run from." Lil Durk was finally cleared of all charges 3 years later and he had the offenses removed from his record. In an interview, Durk's attorney, Nanny Aurora, said he was pleased the accusations from over 3 years ago were no longer made. He expressed sadness that it had taken so long to reach the conclusion that we had fought from the start, but he is glad that everyone can finally move on. Despite the many criminal problems that surrounded him, Durk continued to grow his music career. However, 2024 was Lil Durk's last year because the authorities had a second arrest warrant for the rapper. After being captured in relation to an attack by his gang, which he reportedly led and sponsored, he was placed under federal detention on October 17, 2024. Lil Durk wanted to slide for King Von after he was done with Quando, as fans have said before. However, after another person was slain, Lil D's revenge for his closest friend, which was sparked by Rondo's disrespect, took a turn for the worse. A youthful NBA player facing Lil Durk. Nobody even knows why Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy are so hostile toward one another. They have been disparaging each other nonstop. Durk disregarded caution and reignited their feud in 2022 with a new track titled "Aha," which included them. In the first verse, the rapper takes aim at a younger boy in the NBA. "Considering that my brother died not long ago," Durk concluded by seeming to genuinely enjoy it. "You talk about killings with your police officers." Lil Durk not only did single defame the name of an NBA youngster, but it also brought up the youngster's former girlfriend, Johnny Amessel, who had a sexual encounter with King Von while he was still alive. V should stay away from that, as she writes on. Fans only. As a young NBA player, Durk wasn't going to remain silent while Lil Durk destroyed both his relationship and his reputation. Fans couldn't stop listening to a little boy's diss song for Lil Durk since it was so well liked. In a retaliatory diss track titled "I Hate Youngboy," the rapper ridiculed King Von, NBA Youngboy, and Durk's girlfriend, India Royale. Reference Quero Rondo, King Von's supposed killer, in the song that NBA rapped. Uncensored, Quando declared at the beginning of the song, "We're going with him to clean up on ILO Young and let that chop blow. Go ahead and let that stick fly, my brother. No, I smoked that. He referred to me as 'That's India, that be your hoe.'" Against Lil Durk, FBG Duck. Lil Durk's fight with FBG Duck was one of his disagreements that didn't work out. The death of FBG Duck made his fans realize just how much Lil Durk is part of the gang culture. During the Black and Gangster Disciples War, FBG Duck, a rapper from the city of Chicago, participated. He denigrated deceased Black Disciples members in the song "Dead," which was published in July 2021. The announcement about Lil Durk's gang led to FBG Duck's arrest outside a Chicago boutique less than a month later. FBG Duck's death was mentioned in the song, and more believe that Durk may have played a role in his untimely demise because he mentioned it in the song. He would better have dodged. On the track, Lil Durk was rapping while disparaging my relative, and now he was in that wood. After he told my PO over the fence that I got high, she inquired as to how high I get as Duck. A lot of fans believe that Lil Durk was clearly mocking FBG Duck in the song. He might have been the reason he died. Lil Durk once again elevated his respect badge in 2014 when he specifically denigrated Tyga, one of the most popular rap artists, in a song. Durk's song Get That Money contained a single lyric that sparked a fight with Tyga, the stripper. Rapping a $100 bottle, the Chicago rapper mocked his ex-lover Black China. In Just Malaya Black, China acknowledges Tyga. At Tyga's request, the Chicago rapper agreed to alter the line, but only if he also consented to work with IGA. When Tyga stopped answering his texts about their agreed-upon collaboration, Durk became irate. Tyga also failed to show up for the collaboration, which made Durk's job more challenging. On him and put out a second diss song that was specifically for TAA. Tell them I'm wrong, since he ended up hearing Tyga's subtle criticism of me. In spite of the fact that Tyga only had one name and no single strip, fans nevertheless applauded Lil Durk for winning the battle with his diss tune against him. The rapper's feud lasted for a long time until they made the decision to call it quits. The terrifying gang history of Lil Durk. Lil Durk is a member of the gang. His relationship with King Val, a fellow Black Disciples member, was the consequence of his involvement with the Black Disciples gang. Unlike King Val, who is notorious for his violent tendencies, the two became good friends when King Val was kicked out of the game in November 2022. Although Lil Durk is feared on the streets, many people believe that he is a pretty-faced thug who rarely shows off his true nature. Durk was allegedly a part of the violent confrontation between the Gangster Disciples of Chicago and the Black Disciples. When Gangster Disciple Shell Gregory, better known as Tuka, was murdered in 2011 by a masked assailant believed to be from the Black Disciples O Block faction, the fight began. They were both from the same gang. Thus, it was thought to be King Val. This became evident when he released a diss tune in which he criticized Tuka. Tupa's line smoking was also utilized by Durk on a handful of his tunes. Durk has also used his song I'll Anthem to criticize deceased rappers from his rival gang. The 63rd Gangster Disciples member Lil Durk made fun of Brick Squad member Lil Jojo. I'm saying, let's go, world. Members of the Black Disciples, Lil Durk, Chief Keef, and Lil Reese, were called out in the song BDK, to which Lil Jojo responded. Many fans believe that Durk was engaged in JoJo's strike on September 5, 2012, when Lil Jojo was kicked out of the group.